Hello? Hello, it's me. Is it me? What if anime? Yes, I am back. I'm back again because I can make YouTube videos for only this week because Thanksgiving just came out and I was stuffed like a turkey. But this video is gonna be a new one, not a Deku, not a Asta, but that one's coming out next. This is what if Deku had the power, had a quirk of given. I'm just saying it's given because I don't know how this still works. So when Deku's a little kid and his mom wants to be saved, like when he busts in the room and save her, he'll give himself like a smiling hero quirk, I guess. And yeah, so he's always smiling basically now. So when the doctor tells him that Deku has no quirk, the smile stays instead of goes away. And then after a while of trying with the smile, people start thinking it's weird. So then Deku say, "I hate to smile. I don't want this." I don't know why he say that. I don't think he says that, but he takes his own quirk away. And yeah, so it's given and take back. So yeah, okay. So when Bakugo first get his quirk, Deku admires him like always, and Bakugo saying he's gonna surpass number one here, like All Might. He's gonna be just like him and then surpass him. And Deku, imagine, like, yeah, he believes that. It gives Bakugo a super quirk. So now he got strength in his explosions, I guess. Yeah. And this is when they're little. Now in high school, Deku regrets everything and takes away the strength and gives them a debuff. Gives them the debuff. Yeah. So now people thinks that Deku can subtract the minimum of the quirk damage because he just took away like half of Baku's damage of explosions. So he's not really getting bullied that much, but he is getting bullied. So now I'm gonna just skip ahead to the slime incident. Yeah, Deku takes a shortcut because he didn't have to get his notes from the water because Deku don't really get bullied like that. And he takes the shortcut like always because it's the slime villain. He knows Deku. He knows where he's going to go. The slime villain attacks him. Deku thinks to himself he's going to die. He needs to escape. He needs to find a way. So he gives himself a breathing quirk where he can breathe through anything. And he can breathe now. And then he rips off the slime and then All Might comes. And then does what he does. Deku doesn't know that he has this quirk, and after he's done with the breathing, it goes away naturally. And he asks All Might, "Can he be a hero without a quirk?" And All Might completely rejects him again. And then they hear screams and realize the slime villain fell out of All Might's pocket. And Deku, always going towards it. All Might stands there like, "Oh no, what can I do?" Deku sees the slime villain attacking Bakugo. Deku says, "This is probably because of me, because of his half quirk now." And he says, "I wish Bakugo had full power and full whatever, where he can." And his explosion just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, we all know the explosions are making a fire. That's why the sludge villain is just attacking him, but the sludge villain is making the fire. And then Deku runs in with he gives himself super speed so he can think faster and do stuff. He runs in basically super speed and then tries to hit the villain. He said, "I wish I could hit this." And when he says that, then he can start hitting it. And it starts attacking Deku because he realized that he's a bigger threat than Bakugo. And then All Might steps in and does the same thing. He does not say, "Eat this," because he just defeats the sludge villain and then he says, "I gotta go to UA and talk to someone." And then after that, meet me at the beach. And he gives him his number and everything. And this is when All Might meet Muriel, because this is what was supposed to happen instead of Deku. All Might was supposed to meet Muriel, the mammalian. If, he's in season 4. Season 4 is out. Watch that, and he does talk about this in episode 6. So I'm not spoiling anything. I think, and in season 4, episode 6, not season 1 or 2 or 3. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, this is where All Might meets mammalian, and All Might text Deku, be like, "Nah, don't go to the beach today." And he just goes back to his apartment or wherever he lives. Wherever he lives and thinks about, what do I do? Who should I choose? Someone who used to be like me, or someone who who already has a strong quirk and it can make All For One a even stronger quirk. So All Might thinks this over, and Deku's hoping that he gets to see All Might, so he practices All Might face, and like he does in season 4, not spoiling anything, he practices All Might face in the mirror, and then he wishes he had a bigger body to go with the face and blonde hair, and then poof, he just does that, and he's thinking, whoa, whatever I just wished for comes true, and and then Deku realized that he probably does have a quirk. It, I don't know what it is, but he probably does have a quirk. And unlike this, he does not do this in canon, but I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna do it a weird way. He does not take away Bakugo's strength quirk. So Bakugo's just a beast now. So if Deku bothers him in the wrong way, Bakugo will blow his face off, and it still be wrong because he could take his quirk away, and it still be like, why? And yeah, so yeah. So now, when All Might thinks, he thinks about Deku, thinks about Miriam, and he just has them both come to the beach. They both meet each other and they clean it off together. This is where they're talking, and after they clean it off, it's not they'll take the normal 8 months because Deku has a given quirk where he can say super strength, super speed, super endurance, both of them. And Million's quirk is always just like Rap walks through the ground, swish under there, and it's, yeah. So the beach will be cleaned off by a month. It's not even gonna take them 8 months. It's not even gonna take training time. It's not even gonna take UA intricate exam time. It'll just take a month, and this is where Deku and Mirio is becoming best friends basically, because Mirio got the smile where everyone talks to him and everyone's catch laughter around him. So and they basically become best friends. And then All Might says, "I have a quirk that can be passed down. Um, my quirk allows me to pass down my quirk and to people." And then he says this to both of them at once, like they're both standing by each other after cleaning off the beach. He says, "I don't know who I should pass it down to, so I'll let you two decide." And I think Muriel gonna be like, let Deku have it, and then Deku says, "Oh wait, no wait, I have this quirk I did not know about. I can give people quirks, or I can give people stuff, or just whatever." And All Might is confused, and he said to explain. He shows Deku his injury, and Deku says, "Heal. I wish All Might was healed, and the injury goes away." All Might's just thinking, "Wow, it just healed." And Deku does not say his stuff out loud. He says this in his mind. That's why I say, "Oh, I wish it was healed. I wish." Whatever he says out loud, I won't say "I wish" to it. And Mario, Deku, and All Might are just like surprised. And then they're back to the conversation of like, give him the quirk. No, give him the quirk. And then Deku does get it, and then All Might does tell Night Eye, and Night Eye says, "To who? What is his quirk?" And All Might says, "I guess he can whatever he wants happens," or yeah. Midnight saying, "I need checking this kid history background or whatever," and Deku with All Might's quirk and Mirio there, they are just training for the rest of the 7 months because I think it's 8 months before the UA exam, and Deku cannot really control All Might's quirks, so he gives him body endurance or whatever, and then he can use 100% smash without breaking his arms. And All Might's questioning, "Wow, this little kid is strong," and he doesn't even take drawbacks like exploding. And Deku tells All Might what he did. And then he's practicing Mirio, and Mirio's saying that Deku has good instincts because he was coming from the back, and that's where you decide to block or body or decide to um, guard his most at, and they're just training. All Might says, "Why don't you use All For One all over your body, since you can already use it at 100% in one spot?" Deku says, "I never thought about that," and he used 50% all over his body, and it hurts. It hurts him a lot. So he just goes back to 5%. because that's all as much as his control, and he already wished he could control it all around his body, and then his mind says no. His mind like, you cannot do that. You need to become stronger. And Deku says, okay, I can't do it all 100% around my body, but I can do 5%. So he starts off there, practicing with Mirio and All Might. All Might got longer time limits because his quirk his body did not get injured. So, and if someone hits the injured part, it doesn't even hurt anymore. It's just like someone attacking them, and it doesn't even bother them. So yeah, so Deku and Mirio is training, and for the rest of the 7 months, Deku can use up to 10% of all for one throughout his whole body. So basically 10% full count. And now it's the UA exams. Deku goes and Mirio says he cheers him on from the TV and watching. All Might says, "You better pass." Show the world with a smile or whatever that new symbol piece is here, and Deku goes through, sees a rocket. That stuff same happens. He says he wish he don't fall, and before his quirk can even activate, um, yeah, Uraka helps him, and then they both floating because I guess his quirk does activate, and she was touching him at the same time they activate, so they're both floating in the air for a good second, and then Deku says, "Okay, thank you," and yeah, he thanks Uraka too, and then he goes sit down by Bakugo. During the school, Bakugo has been bullying him a little, not as much because his quirk is gotten a lot stronger again, and he thinks it's because of life and death, and because Deku tried to save him, and he tells him that it doesn't mean no favors. Later, at the beginning of the training part, and yeah, so they're sitting next to each other, and then they take the written exam. Bakugo is smart. Deku is not as smart as Bakugo, but everything's almost goes the exact same. Now it's time for the robots. Deku's just standing at the starting line, and he thinks to himself, "How should I do this? Should I go with full cow, or should I just destroy everything with one hit?" Or yeah, and he can put like he can put like 20%, no, 50% in his legs, both legs at once. Cause yeah, okay, and then he can like basically fly. He can jump really high and fly basically, and if he kicks in the sky, he can fly. It's something like Sanji, or if you don't know One Piece Sanji, I'm sorry for spoiling. He can fly basically. Yeah, so actually a lot of people can fly in One Piece, but I don't know that name. So that group name. So let's get back to this. What if? And he can basically fly and hover above the sky if he really wanted to. And then he destroys one side with 100%, and all those robots over there just get smashed. And then he goes throughout the other side with 10% throughout his whole body, attacking everything. He gives everyone else the middle spot, and then while attacking, he sees the 0 point robot. He's thinking, yeah, I should be done now, and yeah, I think I got a lot of points for you, eh? But he goes beyond and be out because All Might says, no, that's some Yami. All Might says the Yami's lying. Push past your limits. The Yami's from Black Bulls because I'm doing that one next. Um, yeah, he says push past your limits. So he just goes. He's almost destroying everything. When he attacks something, when he destroys it like a 3 or 2 point robot, he sees someone about when he lands on it, he smashes it with his feet. When he does that, he sees someone run. He sees someone running up to it and then turns around and run away. So this is where Deku thinks he should hold back. And then he sees the 0 point robot, like I said. He's thinking, yeah, I'm done now because I don't really need this. And that's a 0 point 0.2. And then he hears a scream. And that's where he just takes off. 50% in his legs to make him instantly there. And then he hits the robot with 100% smash and saves Uraka and runs back. Uraka says, you're really strong. And they get talking again. And then he says, you should go destroy robots because the time's about to be over. And then they separate. Deku's just thinking, what should I do if I don't pass? I probably will cry and then try again later. by next year, but then everyone will already pass me, and Mirio's already third year, so that might be his last year next year, and he's thinking to himself, I have to pass, and he goes back to destroy more robots, and then at the end, a day later, Deku gets his letter saying, "You have entered into UA Academy by All Might." Is with that voice, I think I can do a good All Might voice, but I'm not sure. I'm not yelling in the mic this time, so be sure I'm not doing that. Okay, I might yell until a few more times. Yeah. Okay. So then, Eraserhead class. I'm gonna just skip to that part and skip the talking in the class and saying if you fail this exam, you're all be expelled. And expelled. And yeah, so Deku, the first exam is a run. Deku easily blitz Ida with 50% of his legs. He's basically as fast as Ida. So that's that. The high jump, he can float, so he just jumps really high. Just that's his jump. With the grip test, he does this with natural strength. He doesn't even put all for one into it. He just grips it with natural strength. It's natural person. I don't know a natural person grip strength. So I'm just saying like it's 60. I hope that's not a lot. Cause 60, 100. No, yeah, I'm just saying 60. 60, 15, 20. Nah, nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say like a. I'm gonna say 50. 50. Yeah, that sounds like an even number. He grips it with the 50. And then, yeah, and then the ball throw. The hitting thing. No, the side to side lunges. He does normal in that, like, cannon. Everything, ball throw now. He throws the ball with 100% of all for one. And no, he throws it with 10% of all for one. Because All Might says if there's a. Nah, I don't care what. Oh, I don't care what my mind says. He throws it with 10% of all for one, adding a little of his strength. So it goes completely flying. And it's a little under Bakugo's because he doesn't use it with a finger. Like Cannon. And yeah, so it's like around Bakugo's, but a little under. And Eraserhead says, "You all pass except Mineta. Get out of here." Cause Mineta, no, except Invisible Girl, no, except Mineta. Yeah, except Mineta. Get out of here, Mineta. And then Mineta goes back to whatever his lifestyle is, and yeah, so that's episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I think 5 of My Hero Academia, because I don't know what happens next. Or this is the part where they just train into the UA. UA special thingy attack comes. So they go to the water place, and or not the water place. They go to the UA dome, where to train on their natural disasters rescue, yeah, whatever. And then they see a purple thing. Deku's thinking this is bad. Yeah, All Might's not here, and there's a villain attack here. I know I gotta include this in the video because this is a villain attack, and who needs a video without a villain attack? Everyone needs that, but I don't want it. So yeah, Deku Blitz, the first villain that come out. Eraserhead seen Deku for a second just go right by him. Deku didn't even know, but he put 100% with just one leg and like 10% in the other leg, and blitz him. And at this moment, Deku's just using super speed and super strength throughout his body without even he's using full cow to 10%, and he's just destroying everyone that comes out. And then the portal had to open up somewhere else, the heroes, and take them and teleport them somewhere. And there's a portal underneath Deku's feet to teleport him where he teleported last time. And then the rest of the villains come out as is defeating him. Yeah. Um, Iida says, "Should I run and get the teachers?" Deku says, "Yeah, just in case if I can't do this," or Mr. Aizawa, or just in case if we can't do this. He corrects himself in his head just because he knows he's overpowered and he just knows. Yeah, he gives everyone a super strength quirk or a buff, and Iida in his legs just like zooms. He zooms. Um, and the Haring guy, Kirishima, just he can't be hurt right now. The Deku the electric guy, his zaps. He doesn't get stupid faster. He can use 100 million zap and stay like doi 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 doi. Yeah, but 100 million, that's a lot. But like 1 million, yeah, he's fine. So he's not as stupid. Creation quirk, yeah, I don't know how to upgrade that. Ice and fire, or basically ice, whatever he touches freezes to a solid. And Froakie, she's more frog-like, and she can hop really high and use her tongue for a longer stick. Who else is there? Minetta's not there. Creation girls already gave her ideal thinking. Iraka, she can she can float. She can make things float. Yeah, he just upgrades everyone quirk. I'm sorry if I forgot someone. Eraser Head too. He upgrades Eraser Head with the quirk of staring longer, I guess. Um, 13. That same thing's happened, except Deku saying I wish 13 was better again, and then poof, 13's back in the fight. And yeah, he's absorbing Kirigari, the teleporting villain, and then the Shikamaru, no, the villain, Shikigiri, comes out the portal with his name normal. And no more, Deku realized that he gotta take this down. And he gives himself super strength, super durability, and super everything. And then he goes and tags him. And then Nomu just, he realized that he's blast protecting because of that, because he used 100% of everything he got. And can't do anything to him. So he says, I wish there was a sword somewhere, and he sees like a broken piece of glass, melted with by some steel. So he uses like a fire thing, in which I have lava powers, and he puts that together and makes a weapon. And because of the lava, it makes fire off of it. So he cuts the Nomu in half, and then Nomu just dies. The villains realize that they need retreat, and like Bakugo and the Harding hero realize that the villain a heart is the metal box in him, so they could take him out easily again. And yeah, they realize that they need to escape before the pro heroes get here, because these students are already hard enough. The two main villains escape. Everyone else goes to jail. Nomu is dead. And yeah, so that's the part where I'm ending the episode. Goodbye with fans, and I don't know. Yeah, this is the ending. But if y'all want to watch a little more, I have another what if in my idea. It's will be a One Piece what if, because One Piece, it's a good show. I'm almost done watching it. I love it so far. I say that to all anime, but yes, One Piece is a long one. I regret nothing watching it. So if y'all want to watch it, watch it because it's really good. Yes. Okay. The what if is I need an idea. Name a devil fruit that has not been mentioned after the Arlo. No, after the Sandy. What's his name? What's after the Sand Villain? Name any devil fruit that has not been mentioned after him, and except the main devil fruits like big villains got. Anyone else? Like, yeah, no, you can even do big. No, except white bears. Except white bears, big mamas, and what's the other four emperors? Shanks. No, Shanks already been mentioned, and I don't. Yeah, just except white bears, Shanks, big mamas, and I don't know the other four, and Kaidos. Except those four. You cannot say those because they have not been mentioned before the Sand Villain attack or after the Sand Villain attack, and except Aces because he was in that arc, and yeah, and except the military because he was also in that arc. So yeah, if y'all watch One Piece, y'all know what I'm talking about. The arc past when he defeated the Sand guy. I don't know his name right now, but the One Piece what if would be amazing. I hope you guys enjoy it. Now it's time for Asta what if. Bye, what if anime fans, and I'm coming back in like 30 minutes or an hour. Goodbye.